the sentiment survey. How many people are bullish versus bearish or neutral on the market? And we can see, and I'll kind of interpret it because it's probably not as obvious, that we're definitely in a bearish sentiment market. That means that all those red circles down below were bearish, and if we actually look at it, it's about a 21% indicator as in bullish. So that's a pretty bearish market. Now,
these are surveys, so they're just
yeah.
opinion. We'll get into some measures later that are actually action, market prices, but this is just asking bullish or bearish.
They just send out a survey and say, are you bearish, bullish,
and it may sound silly, but it is actually a pretty good indicator.
A lot of these people are the ones that are going to move the market and are going to be the big price makers. So if we look back, by the way, this sentiment hasn't been this low since 1987, so very, very low sentiment in the market. And if we look back on, well, how often whenever we get into that bearish sentiment, what does the market look like 3 months, 1 year, and further out? So if we look at the 3 months mark, 82% of the time, the market was up on average 5.69% of the time. And if we go 1 year out, that's a 19.38 average return 94% of the time. Now remember, it's 94% of the time. 6% of the time, it's probably not positive. But this would actually be one of those contrarian things where we start to see this is actually good for the market. We're kind of wringing out these prices.